school basketball star Mikey Williams is accused of assault with a deadly weapon.
18-year-old Mikey Williams.
Mikey Williams.
Mikey Williams. Mikey Williams.
Mikey Williams.
Mikey Williams, who is committed to play at the University of Memphis, faces up to 28 years in prison.
Yup, that's Mikey Williams, a once high school phenom and the future of basketball, now caught up in headlines for all the wrong reasons. At just 14, Mikey wasn't just any player. He was the next big thing, a star in the making, a young talent poised to take over the NBA. Things were glued to his every move, waiting for his rise. But now, instead of highlight reels, we're seeing news reports and questions swirling around his career. So, what happens when a young star groomed for greatness from the start faces adversity on and off the court? Today, it's no longer about Mikey's potential in the NBA. It's about what went wrong, how did he get here, and does he have a shot at reclaiming his once inevitable future? Buckle up and watch the full story to see what's next for Mikey Williams. To understand what happened to Mikey Williams, we must rewind to the rapid rise that first put him on the map. Few players had experienced the level of fame Mikey achieved in middle school, and his story quickly captivated the basketball world. Mikey's journey to the spotlight started with the North Coast Blue Chips, an AAU team coached by LeBron James himself. Surrounded by the attention of playing alongside LeBron James Jr., Mikey wasn't just another player, he was the player. Even at 12, Mikey could dunk quickly, his athleticism and court vision setting him apart, something his coach Terry Tucker noticed from the start. Mikey's competitive. He doesn't like to lose, Tucker says. He was like that as a baby. If he didn't have the ball, he'd go get it. She was already dominating highlight reels across social media, and his incredible skill earned him comparisons to NBA legends before he even touched a high school court. In this freshman season at San Ysidro High, Mikey Williams didn't just make a statement, he made history. He scored an incredible 46 points in his debut game, followed up with 50 points in his second. Midway through the season, he shattered the San Diego section scoring record, dropping an astonishing 77 points in a single game against Kearney High. The media quickly branded Mikey as the next LeBron James, the best 14-year-old in the country, and a prodigy bound for the NBA. Williams averaged 29.9 points, 6.7 rebounds, and 4.9 assists per game that freshman season, capping the most prestigious Nax Prep's National Freshman of the Year honors. His consistent dominance, including scoring 35 or more points in 12 games, 11 double-doubles, and 2 triple-doubles. His standout years solidify his place as one of the most talked about players in high school basketball. Then, after watching his teammate Dixon's season, Williams made a significant announcement. On April 9th, 2022, he shared in a YouTube video that he would return to San Ysidro for his senior year. "This is the perfect ending, playing my first and last year at San Ysidro," Williams told Overtime. "I want to win a state championship." As Mikey's fame skyrocketed, so did his opportunities. In an era where athletes can finally capitalize on their name, image, and likeliness, Mikey became the first American high school player to sign a significant shoe deal, partnering with Puma at just 17 years old. With millions of followers on social media, his net worth soared to an estimated $3.6 million, a staggering achievement for someone who had yet to graduate high school. By all accounts, Mikey was on track for a future as bright as any basketball player can imagine. After transferring to Lake Norman Christian in his sophomore year, 2020 to 21, he continued to show potential, averaging 23.8 points in the limited 4 games he played that season. His scoring remained consistent, but with fewer games, he had less opportunity to make the same impact. By his senior season, 2022-2023, Williams averaged 23.8 points, 3.2 rebounds, and an impressive 9.2 assists per game across 27. Although his scoring dipped slightly from his freshman peak, his playmaking improved significantly, demonstrating growth in his passing and game management. Williams maintained impressive averages of 26.9 points, 4.8 rebounds, and 6.4 assists per game across his varsity career, solidifying his place as a high-impact player. Despite some fluctuations, his talent and numbers kept him in the spotlight as he transitioned to college basketball. But how? How could he possibly mess up this opportunity? Mikey Williams had it all: the 1 in a million genetics, the looks, the grace, the hard work, and dedication. When Mikey's career seemed to be back on track, things took a sudden and dark turn, casting a shadow over his once promising future. In April of 2023, the young basketball star was arrested after a violent incident at his $1.2 million home in Jamul. What began as a typical evening spiraled out of control just before midnight, leaving Mikey facing severe legal trouble. Reports indicate that Mikey had a group of visitors at his home, including some uninvited guests. The situation escalated when Mikey allegedly demanded that they leave his property. Among those present was a young woman who, along with friends, had taken an Uber to meet with J.J. Taylor, another basketball prospect and University of Memphis recruit staying with Mikey. According to the testimony, she went inside while her friends waited in the car. But tensions rose when Mikey appeared agitated and began making threats demanding that they leave. The confrontation escalated further as the group finally returned to their car, which included an Uber driver. Gunshots reportedly rang out as the vehicle departed, and the sheriff's department later confirmed that the bullets hit the car. Although none of the passengers inside were injured, authorities quickly intervened, and Mikey Williams was arrested, facing 9 felony charges, including multiple counts of assault with a deadly weapon. If convicted on all charges, Mikey was staring down a possible 30-year prison sentence. This incident sends shockwaves to the sports world, with fans, analysts, and media questioning Mikey's judgment and maturity. Social media erupted dry comparisons to the NBA player Ja Morant, who had faced his legal troubles. Mikey's story was front and center in the national conversation, with some expressing disappointment and others pointing to the pressures and challenges that young athletes often face. As Mikey's case moved to a preliminary hearing, further details emerged. Testimonies from a juvenile witness, one of the passengers, revealed that Mikey had threatened the group, heightening the tension that night. This testimony led to the prosecution to add an extra assault charge and 2 counts of making criminal threats. During the hearing, Judge Sherry M. Thompson Taylor presided over the case and ruled that while no one saw Mikey fire a gun, witness statements established probable cause. Witnesses reported seeing him holding a gun and hearing threats, which prompted the judge to move the case forward. As part of the evidence, the prosecution presented photos of bullet holes in the trunk and back windshield of the car, a Tesla Model 3, that had transported the group to Mikey's home. The visual evidence highlighted the gravity of the incidents, and the reality of the situation grew increasingly dire. Meanwhile, the University of Memphis took swift action, announcing that while Mikey remained on their roster, he would be barred from participating in team activities until his case was resolved. This was a significant setback for Mikey's basketball aspirations. The path to the NBA, once so clear, was now uncertain, overshadowed by the potential consequences of his legal situation. A player who had it all now may have nothing. In December of 2023, Mikey's legal journey took an unexpected turn. Following months of intense scrutiny and speculation, Mikey's legal team negotiated a plea deal. This deal reduced his 9 felony charges to a single violation, offering him a second chance but with significant conditions attached. Under the term of the plea agreement, Mikey committed to completing 80 hours of community service, attending gun safety courses, and participating in anger management programs. Additionally, he accepted a 10-year prohibition on firearm ownership. After the plea deal, Mikey expressed relief and gratitude. Standing outside the San Diego courthouse, he told reporters, "I feel good, brother. All glory to God. I'm just happy that I made it out of this situation, but I'm just excited to get back to the court." His attorney, Randy Grossman, emphasized that Mikey had shown genuine remorse and was taking responsibility for his actions. He regrets the decision he made that night, Grossman stated. "This is an 18-year-old kid who felt threatened. He knows he's made mistakes and is accepting responsibility for the evidence presented." By January 2024, Mikey had already completed more than his required community service hours, dedicating time to youth programs, a cause he had championed even before his legal issues. His attorney highlighted that Mikey's commitment to helping young athletes was in his DNA, portraying him as a young man genuinely working to redeem himself. In a surprising move, Mikey transferred to the University of Central Florida for a fresh start, leaving Memphis behind. This strategic decision gave him a quieter environment in which to focus on his growth and development. While UCF doesn't boast a high-profile basketball program like Memphis, it allows Mikey to rebuild his reputation in a less intense setting where he can refine his skills and show he's ready to move forward. For Mikey, UCF represents more than just an opportunity to play college basketball. It's his shot at redemption. This season with the UCF Knights will be crucial as scouts, fans, and teammates want to see if he can overcome his past and display the maturity and drive needed to make it to the NBA. This chance is significant, and the pressure to succeed and prove himself is intense. If he excels at UCF, he may find doors opening once more, potentially attracting the attention of a high-profile program or even reigniting NBA interest. However, if he stumbles, he risks becoming a cautionary tale, a gifted athlete who couldn't overcome the personal challenges that fame and youth brought to him. UCF symbolizes the start of a new chapter where Mikey can reshape his narrative. Mikey's journey highlights the immense pressure young athletes face. Living up to high expectations is no easy feat, especially when it's set as early as middle school. The sports world is filled with examples of young prodigies who struggled under the weight of fame, endorsements, and distractions. Mikey's early success brought him millions of followers and significant endorsement deals, but fame can be a double-edged sword. His story underscores the need for support systems, prioritizing mental health, accountability, and personal development for young athletes navigating intense public scrutiny.
Can Mikey Williams overcome his past and reclaim his NBA dreams, or is it too late? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to follow more stories like Mikey's, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell so you're always in the loop on the latest stories in sports.